Hello, hello, and welcome back. We are now finally capping off our Doom Eternal trilogy of all the new demons. So, if you missed our last video, that's okay, it's not a big deal. Because today we are talking about the Ancient Gods Part 2. It is finally here, and oh, what do you know, look, it comes out really soon. By the time this video is up, it'll probably already be out. So, just as a quick disclaimer, we have not played the Ancient Gods Part 2. As of us recording it, it's not out yet. So, there is a chance that we could be wrong here, but either way, it's going to be a fun video.
Yeah, definitely. And in case you haven't watched the trailer, I mean, it's really short and all. It's only like a minute and a half or a little bit over that. But just in case, I'll sum it up real quick for you. The Dark Man says, something, something, dark side. Something, something, fight me, bro. Robo-God says, Doom Man, this is the beacon of Gondor. Any bald in our radius will come to your aid. They know what's what. Oh, but watch out now. Doom Man's riding a dragon. Why does this shot remind me of James Cameron's Avatar? That can't be good. Now Doom Man has added Smash to his moveset. See Doom Man Smash in 1080p, 60 FPS for the first time without H-Doom, or the need for a VPN. Underwater bridge becomes above water bridge, still covered in water. Inverted cross spaceships, cool. But Robo-Eye of Sauron? Scene taken from Endgame. The Snitch says, come on fellow balds. You must help the Doom Man. See, I'm trustworthy now. You can trust me, guys. And there's some Jaeger wrestling. And then the Dark Man says, the time has come for you to destroy any chance of this series continuing, Doom Man. The Doom Man goes smash. Dark Man says something generic. Doom Man does jazz hands. Finn. Took me a whole 5 minutes to write all that. Okay.
Alright, so capping off the new enemies, the first one we're going to talk about is the Stone Imp. So what is a Stone Imp? Well, it's a regular imp with really hard skin that apparently can roll up into a ball, kind of like the Bo-Rock from Bionicle. Remember those guys?
Yeah, or like Kano from Mortal Kombat, do the old Kano ball.
Mm-hmm. So I imagine there's going to be some stupid trick where it's like if they're in the ball, you can't kill them. But I don't know, just make sure to dodge these people. You have the boost button, just keep pushing that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not going to be obnoxious. They spent a long time working on the skin, by the way. That's just a really inspired design.
It also kind of looks like they shoot out like lightning or something while they're rolled up, so it probably hurts you. Additionally. Mm-hmm. Alright, so the next monster we want to talk about is the Cursed Prowler.
But Connor, I thought the Prowlers were already cursed.
I don't know. I wasn't one of the 4 people that wrote this shit. So what the Cursed Prowler has is apparently some form of a poison attack and some unique weakness that you need to exploit. Do we know what this weakness is, Robbie?
I don't know. It's probably going to be something like use the fetching Doom Blade to like hit them in the back of the head or something stupid like that. I don't know. It's if this is going to be part 2 of the Ancient Gods, you better expect some obnoxious like stuff to have to do.
Yeah. Yet another enemy with probably only one way to kill it.
Speaking of enemies that are going to be hard to kill, the Cyber Baron is finally here. He doesn't quite look like the dude from the original box art, but you know what? It's a Baron in a robot suit. What do you want? Also, he's got a big ball. Try not to catch it. Pretty much, it's going to be the same as the Cyber Mancubus, I imagine. You're going to have to shotgun him, then blood punch his armor off, and then probably at that point he'll just turn into a normal Baron. Either way, he's going to be tough, so you're probably going to end up using your hammer on him. But the design looks great. Love it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's like the whatchamacallit armor, but blue. The Cyber Mancubus armor. Mm-hmm. Alright, so next we have the Screecher. Now, according to Hugo Martin himself, well, I think this was taken from his Twitter, the Screecher is a shambling fodder piece on the chessboard who, when killed/activated, releases a screech. Ooh, so it's not just a clever name. A screech shockwave that places a buff on all nearby demons on the board, which probably means in the nearby vicinity or whatever. And then this forces the player to make better tactical and strategic decisions when clearing the arena rather than risk buffing all the pieces on the board, so leave them for last, I guess.
Yeah, during one of his Twitch streams, he actually made a comment about how there's going to be a part where I forget if he said it was 2 or 3 Marauders in a room full of a bunch of them. Where he says, like, be careful when you need ammo, because if you chainsaw Mr. Screecher, you're going to buff those Marauders, and that's going to suck.
Oh, that's really annoying, even if you chainsaw them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, this is one of the few monsters that we're talking about now that doesn't really have an official, like, screenshot of it. We do have some concept art, and it just pretty much looks like a puffed up zombie.
Yeah, so I believe this concept art was actually for the cue ball, and you could find it in the concept art Doom book. But I imagine, because it's going to play like the cue ball, so I would imagine the design is going to be something similar to this. It also might just be a glowing zombie. Who knows? We'll just have to wait.
Yeah. All right,
the next enemy we have, and this is probably the coolest, the Chaingunner / Commando is back. Doom finally did it. They now have all of the classic Doom 1 and Doom 2 enemies in the game. Besides from that, I don't know, it's a zombie with a chain gun and a shield. Hopefully, because the shield's yellow, I don't think that'll mean anything, but there's a chance that you can't exploit the blow-up shield with plasma gun technique. I'm hoping that's not true, but who knows? This is going to be a very hard set of levels.
Yeah, and I'm wondering how that's going to come into play, because, you know, the standard zombie man pretty much has an automatic weapon. So I don't know what they'll do to really differentiate the Commando's gun from his or whatever. I don't know, they'll think of something.
Hit him with the BFG.
No, yeah. Alright, so next we have the big man himself, the Dark Lord.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh yeah, spoiler for Ancient Gods Part 1, but hopefully you've played that by now. So what the Dark Lord is pretty much Hell's version of the Doom guy. Just summing it up, but I guess he has a big old mech suit now. He's got 3 times the grenade launchers that you have, or I don't know what the other thing on his shoulder is, like the double-barreled thing. But one of them looks like a grenade launcher. I don't know what the other is, or the double-barreled one.
Obviously, he's going to be the final boss. I don't know if it's going to work more like the boss fight on Sentinel Prime, or if it's going to be more like the Con Maker, or how it's going to work. Based off all of his arsenal and stuff, it's going to be tough to fight. So you better start practicing now.
Yeah, he's got a big old, damn it. What's it called? He's got a big old crucible-like sword. And a really dinky-looking shield. I don't know if it was the camera angle, but that shield looked really, really small.
Alright, so those are all the enemies that we know for sure are going to be in the expansion. But there's a couple that, like, we're not quite sure what to think of them. So the first one I want to talk about is I'm going to call these guys the Possessed Sentinel Knights. So they show up quite a few times in the trailer. Most of the time they're wielding these yellow axes, but there is one clip here where it shows them where they're holding some kind of gun that looks like the ballista. I think there's a very realistic chance they're just going to be dudes that show up in cutscenes, but I also think it's possible you might have to fight these ballista-wielding ones in some of the arenas.
Yeah, and what I was kind of telling Robbie when we were doing the prep for this video, they could possibly be a re-implementation of the Hellraiser from Doom 2016, because the guns don't look 100% like the ballista, but I don't know, they could be a beam weapon of some sort. So I was really surprised the Hellraiser didn't return, but I don't know, they'd probably be really annoying with Doom Eternal's game style or new type of gameplay because of how easy you die now.
Yeah, hopefully if you shoot him in the head that gives you ammo. I'd like that. The other ones are these Hell spaceships. There's the ones that look like crosses, and there's these weird like squid looking ones. I don't think it's very likely you'll have to fight these, but who knows, maybe.
Yeah.
This game still has a few more surprises to throw at us.
I hope.
Yeah. And then there's going to be evil dragons as well. Me personally, I think it'd be really cool if it was like a dragon would show up like, I don't know, once every like 3 minutes on the arena, but if you shoot him a bunch first, then he turns good or bad or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a stretch.
No, it's a very big stretch. But you know what? We've gone full circle with this, you know. Not only do we have all the classic Doom enemies now, but we've gone full D&D, which is what Doom was based on. There are dragons. Dragons, boy.
Yeah, and it's turning into a bit of Warhammer 40k, too.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Trying to launch a series of tabletop games, Hugo Martin?
I wouldn't say no. I'd buy them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that concludes our video. Is there anything else that we really need to discuss? Anything you're looking forward to?
The only thing I'm going to say, it's probably going to be a while before we can actually review this, but since we haven't done an actual review or really talked much about Part 1, we'll probably roll them both up into one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So if you're excited for that, just keep looking forward to that. And I hope you like this video, because I'm supposed to be preparing a lesson for class tomorrow, and I'm also supposed to be doing homework right now. But you know what? I don't care. This is more fun. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.